Hi guys, BikerKaz here. Now today we're in the garage because last week I was very lucky to get a new Triumph Speed Twin, or new to me anyway, but it's come without crash protectors, and that's one of my first things that I always fit on any new bike of mine because it does save a lot of damage if you were to drop it obviously come off it. Now we have had a little incident in the garage before where a bike has been dropped onto another bike, and because of the crash protectors that were on there was no damage to either bike, so we were very lucky, and that's why we always fit them to ours. Now I have some crash protectors that have come from R&G if you can see. No, they used to be R&G Racing, but they are just now R&G. This is what I normally fit onto my bike. I'm really pleased with the quality of them, and they're relatively easy to fit. I say that now, but we will see. So that's what you get. You get the box, and inside the box you get the crash protectors, the fitting kit, and some R&G to put on the ends. So you also get the fitting instructions, which is a QR code, so you literally scan that into your phone. Now you can either just download the instructions onto your phone and work from that, or if you're a little bit like me, you need to print them off. So that's what I've done, just purely because I find it easier to read when they're printed off. So that's what I've done, printed them off, had a little read. So let's have a look at what we're going to have to fit, shall we? I've got all the bits out of the box, and if you have a look down here, I've put them, they're handed. So this is the right hand side of the bike. If you can see, this is the actual crash bung itself, and then there's a slider kit and the nuts and the bolts, and then a plate that goes on here. So I've set it all out, so if you can have a look. And then if we come around to the other side, this is the left hand side. So I've got it all out ready, just so that I know, and I'm keeping them separate so I don't get mixed up and fit the wrong one to the wrong side. So let's have a go, shall we? Right, so let's get started, shall we, and see how this goes. So the first thing to do, according to the instructions, is to take out this engine mounting bolt, which is just along here. So I've got my ratchet here. So you might have to speed this bit of the process up because obviously undoing a bolt is very boring. So the next step is to undo these bolts here on the engine casing. Again, we might have to speed this up. Right, next bit is this plate here that we've got to fit onto here. Now I must just point out here, guys, I am no way near an expert, okay? I'm just somebody who's got these in the post and I'm fitting them to my bike. So please, please do read the instructions carefully. So now we put this plate here and we put these bolts in here. Okay. We do them up, but we don't do them tight, just to keep them in place, really. Okay. Right, okay, that's should keep it in place. So let's get on to the next step. Right, so the next step is we've got to put the crash protector and the sleeve through here. So we've got the sleeve and I'm just wedging it through there and then threading all that through there, and the bolt has gone right through to the other side, and I'm just going to attach this nut at the other end, she says. Good job I got smaller hands, I suppose. Right, let's see if we can get a spanner back down there to hold it in place while I try and tighten it up. So got the spanner on the end. I know it's not a spanner, but you know what I mean. Right. Oh, I don't know how to quite do this one-handed or two-handed, but I kind of need a third. Oh, is that right? Right. Right, let me see if I can. There you go. Right. That was all right, wasn't it? So we've got this on now, and I can remove that spanner, she says. Oh, let's leave it like that. What we're going to do now is just tighten these little ones on here. I just... oh no, I think I'm undoing them. Right. I told you I'm not an expert, guys. I'm a novice in the garage. See? A real novice. But it's all good learning. It's the only way you learn is to get out here and have a go. So they're tight. So let me just check. Oh, we've got to get the torque wrench now because that's got to be tightened, and I would check what to for you. Hold on. So I've got the torque wrench now. Now with the instructions, you've got on the page 2, you've got a description of what comes in your box with you. And right in the corner here, you've got your torque settings. So this is the M12 bolt, which is the one we're going to tighten, which should be to 40 Newton meters. And then these two little ones here are the M6 bolts, and it says here to 15 Newton meters. So we're going to do the big bolt here with the torque wrench first. So, okay, just put that on. And the spanner's still on the back to stop the bolt going round. So, okay, there we go. And then just got to torque these two little ones. Torqued up now. So the last thing to do is put the R&G logo in there. So it's just, wow, how good does that look? Do you know what? I'm really impressed with myself. I managed to do that. That's amazing for me personally to actually have done that. And I think that looks really good. All we've got to do now is the left-hand side. Right, so this is the left-hand side. Now it should be fairly similar to the other side. So let's see how far I get. So I'm undoing the engine mounting bolt. Again, I've got my spanner on the other side. And again, we might speed this up because it's probably very boring for you guys. Do this whole bit again. So now we put the plate on. So very similar to the other side. So this one goes in here, and this top one has a little washer that goes behind it there. Just make sure I've got that on. Just threading that through. Where's me? I've changed a bit now. See? I'm learning, and I'm going to do it up. So my forte is not really in the garage, as you can probably tell. But again, if you've got any questions or you're not sure about anything, then please seek professional advice, not my advice. Right, so that's done up, not tight as instructed, and then we get the sleeve, and then we put this on. So the actual crash protector and the sleeve, so I just pop that behind there and slide that through, and then I've got to get my nut. Where's my nut gone? Let's just pop that in, and then I can look at my handiwork. Look at that, guys! Fabulous. I've got to say, I'm really impressed by how easy I found that, as somebody that doesn't work in the garage. But don't they look good? I can go out with confidence now on my bike, knowing that if I should come off or drop it or slide it, it should hopefully be protected. There you go. So I just thought I'd let you have a little look at the bike and my handiwork, so you can see just how good they look on the bike. I think they look really neat, really nice. Go well with the colouring of the bike. There you go, look at that. I'm dead chuffed with myself, I've got to say that. So there you go. I will be writing an article about this, so you can check out my website, BikerKaz.com. But please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.